Welcome to the most epic DevOps course on the planet. Congrats, you have just landed upon the greatest, most mind-blowing career-launching DevOps course ever created in the face of the earth. And guess what? It's 100% free, no hidden fees, nothing, just pure unfiltered DevOps knowledge straight to your brain. Tired of boring, soul-sucking tutorials on YouTube? Well, say no more. Want to master Linux like wizard? Say no more. Dreaming of landing high-paying jobs? Well, my friend, you are in the right place. This course will take you from I kinda know what Linux is to I eat bash scripts for breakfast and deploy server in my sleeps. What's inside our course? Well, you will learn Linux, GitHub, Docker, Jenkins CI/CD pipeline, Kubernetes, Terraform, Ansible, Argo CD, Grafana and Prometheus, and finally mega corporate project. And also we will have GitLab CI/CD for optional. If time permits, we'll include that. By end of this course, you won't just know Linux, you will own it. And did I mention it's totally free? So buckle up, grab a coffee or energy drink. Let's launch your DevOps career into orbit. Let's go. So anyway, we're gonna list out the topics again, which we're gonna follow. And once we list out, then I'm gonna proceed to more stuff that we need to know. First, I'm gonna list out the Linux part. So Linux must, we need to learn Linux, GitHub, then we're gonna go over Docker, Jenkins, CI, CD, we're gonna go over Kubernetes or Kubernetes, how you wanna say it, then Terraform, Ansible, Chef. It's optional because now we have Ansible. Nobody uses Chef anymore. But if time permits, I'm really gonna include it. But it's not mandatory. We're gonna go over the Argo CD. Argo CD. Actually, one word. Then we're gonna go over Grafana and Prometheus. Then finally, we're gonna talk about the mega project. Let's say mega corporate project, because we're gonna show real-time stuff that companies are doing. Finally, if time permits, I'm gonna also talk about the GitLab CI/CD. Now, the GitLab CI/CD will be very easy for you if you know the Jenkins. If you know Jenkins, you don't need to actually know the GitLab. GitLab is a new tool, a relatively very new tool, because the Jenkins is controlling the IT. But some companies still preferring GitLab because it's a new thing. But I tend to rely on the old stuff because old stuff are generally the most used and there are the most jobs for it. If new tools are doing better, then people move to new tools. But still Jenkins is a top. So I'm gonna still go over Jenkins. But GitLab, as I said, it's optional. I will see if I can actually uh, cover it. So optional, let's say. So one after another, I'm gonna go over the um, Linux. Once you're comfortable with Linux, you know the foundation and you know how the basic project, then we're gonna move to GitHub. GitHub is a very important tool for anybody. If you are a DBA, if you are a developer, if you are a DevOps engineer, if you're a system engineer, whoever you are, if you're in the IT, you must know GitHub. We're gonna go over Docker. Nowadays everything in Docker. So if without not knowing Docker, you won't be a DevOps basically. So you need to learn Docker, and we're gonna talk about what Docker is, blah blah blah, everything. You don't have to, maybe right now you don't know what is Docker if you're the beginner guy, but at the end of the day, from rookie you're gonna be a rock star. You can actually you can break stuff and re-puzzle it up and then make it work. So we're gonna teach you everything you need to know. Jenkins, just like GitHub, Jenkins is a tool everyone knows nowadays. In order to work in IT, if you're an IT guru, must know Jenkins. If you say, oh, I'm a developer, but you don't know Jenkins, then I wouldn't say you're a developer. Okay, so, or if it's, oh, I'm a DevOps engineer, blah blah blah, 12 years of experience, shut up. If you don't know Jenkins, you are not a DevOps engineer. That's how I know. Okay, Kubernetes, very important. Docker with Kubernetes, so you need to know the Kubernetes. We're going to talk about the Terraform, why Terraform, how Terraform, and what Terraform is. Everything you will know. Ansible, definitely talk about the Ansible. Chef, as I said, it's a very I will think about it. If I have a time, I will go over it. But if, as long as you know Ansible, You don't have to worry about the chef. Chef is very outdated. Argo CD, I will go over Argo CD. Very new tool. People are moving to Argo CD because it's very useful in the DevOps community nowadays. Grafana and Prometheus, yes, we must know Grafana and Prometheus for monitoring. You build the application, you need to monitor, and that's when Grafana will come in picture. But I will talk about each topics when it comes up, so you know what they are and why, when we need to use and when we need to different tools and so on. Finally, we're gonna go over the mega project. Very important. You must watch it after everything's you're complete with this everything. If time permits, I will go over the GitLab. Anyway, I think you know what I'm gonna cover. But now let's talk about the DevOps. You can so these topics, but Anas doesn't say like what is DevOps is. If you're like rookie, you probably have a same question, right? What is DevOps? Now, what is DevOps? So the dev, there's actually two words, dev and ops, DevOps. And the DevOps engineer are the guy who actually maintain the infrastructure, deployment, and so on. Now let me go back little. Let me go back. Now we'll have the developer. Let's say we'll have a developer. Let's say few more developer. Let's say they build an application, right? They build this application together. Actually, I'm gonna get a white ink here. So they develop an application together, right? This is the package. Let's say they develop a package. It runs on your machine, right? Very run is as smooth as can be. It runs like no other application out there is running like this. Very fast, innovative application they're running on their local machine, right? Now, what this developer did actually, they have a group, right? It's called development team, right? Developer development team group, whatever you say. Now, this developer team actually build the application. I'll say this dev, right? Dev developers or what dev team. Once dev team develop the package, they actually give to the other team. It's called the QA team, quality assurance guys. Quality assurance guy are the guy who check, validate, test your code, test your package. So this comes here. Let's say this goes here. The package goes here, right? They get a package here, same package. They tested, the QA guy tested, and everything runs fine on their machine to let's say, right? As smooth as it can be. Once they run, now they're happy. Both parties is like, okay, well done. You guys did very well. Now it's running fine, no bugs, nothing. It's like a application is like close to going to. It's gonna take us to the moon or so, whatever. Like it's very good application running on their machine. Both parties are fine. What happened? This package. Now there is another team. There is another team, the operation team, right? Ops team, let's say ops. Operation teams. These operation teams are the guy who deploy, who manage, who configure the servers. So when the development team send the package to the QA team send the package to whom? Operation team, right? So it goes like this. Like this. Now the operation guys, right? Operation guys will deploy the package to the server so that the user can use, right? That's how the IT environment is, right? Most of the IT environment work like this. Now this is the server somewhere in the data center or cloud, wherever it is. Let's say it's a server, a machine, right? The server is nothing, just like a machine, big machine. Less when the operation guys wants to deploy this same package on this the server, this guy will actually initialize the deployment. Let's say they launch it to the server. This is the server. When they launch the package to the server, now there is an issue. It does not run on the server. Now DevOps teams, DevOps teams will come in the later phase, but let me say what the operation teams will blame to. The operation team will blame the the development team. Hey, our app is not running. What's going on? Our server is fine. We configured the server and everything fine. The operation team are saying this. But the development team saying, hey, everything is running on our machine locally fine. But the operation team is saying, doesn't matter if it runs on your local machine, it should run on the server. If it is run on the server, that's fine, but it's not running on our server. Now development team blame the operation team. Hey, your server configuration is wrong. And the operation team is blaming the dev team. Hey, your code is suck. So they blame each other. There's a fight. They fight. Disagreement and so on. No communication, nothing. It's just fight over fight. Just, I'll say fire. They just fight, right? Now they are fighting, they are blaming each other. It's not running, blah blah blah. Meanwhile the QA guys doesn't know what to do. They're like, oh, we're probably gonna need to quit the job or get some other jobs. And it's fair. Everyone is like in deep depression. It's like, now we need to leave the company because no one knows what's going on. Here comes a solution. Here come we DevOps come in picture. We DevOps, in between them, we merge the great DevOps, also the great DevOps engineer. I'll make this. They are the guy who merged dev and operation team together into a one single culture. It's called DevOps. Now this DevOps guy are part of dev team and ops team, operation team and dev teams, and they combine these two rules into one entity and works for it, so that the application when get deployed, there is no issue. No one can be blamed or for each other. If I messed up my code, I cannot get blame on the operation side, or operation side cannot blame DevOps. That's when we need the DevOps engineer. They are the guy who will manage infrastructure, also the development side. So it's a very, very big responsibility as a DevOps engineer. You need to know you are a developer plus you are an operation engineer. So who are the operation engineer? The operation engineer, the system engineer, system admin, system administrator, whatever you say. And developer, the Python developer, like Java developer, SQL developer, you name them. The programmer, software engineer, they work on the teams, dev team basically. But they both combine. In order to be DevOps, you are actually developer and you are actually system engineer. So, and when you merge these two together, you get another new rule, right? That's what DevOps is in layman term. It's not that fancy, but as a DevOps engineer, you need to make sure the IT infrastructure and deployment of your software delivery is perfectly placed. There is no bugs, nothing. There's perfectly running, no issue whatsoever. You are the guy who is responsible. So it's not just a single rule. It's a very big responsibility. But to overcome everything, I am here for you. I will teach you everything, whatever we have. And once you know everything here, everything will get very easy and sort out for you how you can mitigate this issue. Anyway, without the further delay, I'm gonna go to Linux. But before that, I want to tell you something very, very important. Now, when I was a beginner guy in the IT sector, I used to have a single monitor, do everything in the single monitor, split my work into two separate tab and work on it. But then when I try to do a lot of stuff, it would limit me having just one monitor. What I did, I get another second monitor. Everything I put in another monitor and my work in another monitor, side by side used to work. That's what you should do. Please get another monitor if you want to really improve your IT career. And lastly, I also want to mention one thing. Please, when when I'm showing the Linux or GitHub or Docker videos, please don't do as I'm doing. Finish the entire video and do once again. Watch every time you need to watch. Doesn't matter, just watch. The course is totally free. I'm not charging. I guarantee there is no single course in the YouTube that gonna show you what I'm about to show you. People actually make course, sell the stuff in the some website charging 500 single. I'm not that greedy. All I'm doing because I love learning and also I want to help people. So please just watch the video entirely and practice. Take notes once you learn, once you watch and practice. And I would advise you, please teach someone else so you can help them. And also when you teach people, you actually learn a lot. That's what I'm doing also. I'm teaching you guys so that I don't forget my stuff. So because in work environment, you're not going to do everything here. You in some project you're gonna get involved, this that, but time to time different project will come, you need to get involved. If you don't know this stuff, then it will get very hard. But the way I can remember this stuff is by teaching you guys, also is by practicing, and also I can watch my videos later to learn even more if I forget, because we are human being, we will forget things. So I want to tell you guys, please, one first step, let me list out them. Watch entirely. Watch entirely. Don't practice when when you're watching. Do not practice when watching. First thing, get second monitor. Practice more than once. Teach someone. So these are the things you need to actually get. Do one step at a time. You don't have to actually um, do to have to actually practice while you are watching, because that's when you cannot learn. Watch the entire video and then practice your own. It's gonna get very easier, I'm telling you. And like I said, please get a second monitor if you can. It's gonna really improve your skill and the IT skills in general. Once you get comfortable watching, and then practice several times. Once you get comfortable with these terms and those Linux command, those Kubernetes commands, and then once you feel comfortable, show someone. Just be merciful. Some people just show. You don't have to be keep things on yourself. When you show others, you become great. And also you can memorize this stuff again once you forget. The best way to learn something is to learn and then teach. Anyway, without further delaying to what I'm gonna go over, I wanna actually stop it here, and let's go to our Linux section. Thank you guys. Thank you very much for watching.